Hello, I'm Susmita, Executive Editor at afaqs. It's National Technology Day and we are marking it by doing something fun and learning while we are doing this. I have with me Persika Picardo. Welcome, Persika. She is a Snapchat lens creator and she'll show me how easy it is to make Snapchat lenses. It sounds daunting, but she tells me it's not. Let's find out.
Hi, Shmita.
Hi.
I'm very excited to be here and to teach Lens Studio. Today we're going to learn how to create like a quiz lens. And even though it sounds like a lot of coding and stuff, it's not. It's very easy. We're going to start by just opening a template, which there are multiple templates in Lens Studio which you can choose from and get started within like you can make a lens in within like 5 minutes also.
Just 5 minutes?
Yes,
wow.
Because there are templates, okay? Because they're like pre-built projects. You have most of it done already for you. Like all the scripts are ready, all the components are ready. All you need to do is just customize it, add your own assets to it, and yeah, there you have it. You have your own lens, and today we're going to do that.
Which is why afaqs is making its own lens today, and what we're going to be doing is give Snapchatters the opportunity to react to news from the world of media, marketing and advertising, developments and also trends in advertising. And Persika will be taking us through this process of making a Snapchat lens. So tech platforms like Snapchat have made it so much more easier for brands to interact with consumers, engage with them, and people like Persika make this happen for brands. She's going to show us how. So should we get started on making the lens?
Yes. So in order to create lenses on Snapchat, we need to use a tool called Lens Studio. Okay, Lens Studio is a very powerful and fun tool, where you can easily create lenses even though you're not from a tech background or a creative background. Okay, so the tool makes it easier for you to create lenses. In order to just get started, you just download Lens Studio, open it up, and you have these templates. Okay. So on opening Lens Studio, you're greeted with something called as the home page. Okay, here you see that there are your regular buttons, which is like a new project, opening a new project, or opening your previous project. And towards the right hand side, you have something called as templates. Like I said earlier, templates are pre-built projects. Okay, so you need to just open up any of the template that you like, that you think, like today I'm going to make, say, a lens for IPL. So you would open up the Team Celebrate template, or if you want to celebrate your friend's birthday, you would maybe open up the countdown template where it counts down, the days left for your birthday, and so on. And these are not just it, like you can go to all templates. You see the list grows, and now you have like I think almost around like 30 or 40 templates to choose from. And you're not just limited to like one template. You can always like merge different templates and customize it further. Okay. So today we are going to open up a template called as quiz. Okay,
because our format is the quiz is what we are doing. Okay.
So we want the Snapchatters, to answer certain questions related to whether they like, media, technology and all that. So based on that, then we will ask them to, go to afaqs website to read more about it. So this would be more tailored to afaqs. So which is why we'll create this lens. So the first thing you need to do is just go to the search tab on the top and write in quiz. Yes.
Q-U-I-Z.
Yes. And just click on that. Yeah. Okay. So it will load the project. Like I said, like we need just few assets where we can customize the lens. So we have some assets already prepared. Okay. We'll be importing them in our lens.
Okay. So this is completely you don't have to download a software to do this locally. This is on the internet, so anybody can log into the Lens Studio and they can make their own lens. Is that right?
No. So the software is local, but then you need to log into your account in order to publish the lens later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So now when you open up any template or any blank project, you're greeted with this UI which is made up of different panels. Okay, so these panels are basically what we use to like bring in our assets and then build it together. So let me just quickly run you through the UI.
Sure.
So the top left UI, it says it's the objects panel. Okay. So think of this like a salad bowl. Okay. Where you're going to put in all your ingredients and going to make your basically your salad, which is the lens. Then you have the resources panel. Okay. So the resources panel is again all your assets which you're going to import from your computer. So think of this as your pantry or your groceries. Okay. So you're going to bring in all your textures, sounds, everything here, and then you would put it into your salad bowl.
Okay.
So which is the objects panel. Then you have your scene panel, which is basically where if you were to add a 3D model, you would maybe scale it or position it. So basically maybe like you can say a chopping board for say. So yes, that's your scene panel. Towards the right is your inspector panel, this is a very important panel because whenever you click on any of the objects, you see that there are different properties that load in the object inspector panel. Okay, so basically this will give you information about the object and how you can customize it further. So if I click on this quiz data object, you see there are these different parameters where we would tweak and change. So yeah, this is like the main panel where all the customization happens. And lastly, you have the preview panel where you preview the output of your lens.
Got it.
Yes. Also, you can change the preview panel, like the previews. You can test it on different skin tones. You can test it on different gender.
Right.
Because sometimes you add like say mouth open is a trigger. What happens? What a trigger is basically when you do a certain action, you get like a feedback. So if I open my mouth, maybe I would set something like burst of crackers happen on opening the mouth. So those triggers, like in order to test them, you would have to again like do it on yourself, and maybe you'd be tired of it. So you already have all of the preview videos loaded, and you can just test it easily. So mouth open, you have like a mouth open, preview.
Got it.
Yeah. And lastly, you can also test it on yourself by using the webcam. Okay, so any questions about the panels? Are you like clear on this?
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, so now that we know about the panels, let's get started and customize this particular template to make it our own. So every time you open a template, you have certain objects preloaded. Basically, there would be your camera, okay, your lighting, and mostly if you're opening a template, you'd have like a controller. Okay. A controller is basically like a script which has all the data and all the working of the lens sorted.
I see. Okay.
Yes. So in this you have in this particular template there are multiple options to choose from. Okay. So there's this single question where you're just asking the user a single question, and then you have like a like it gets over. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a single. Then you have a true or false.
Okay.
You can either tilt your head to do the true or false, or you could tap. So either, and then you have multiple options. So there are like 3 answers and all. So like you see here, all of the the template has a lot of these options where if you wanted to make a different format quiz, you could easily do it. Like these are like multiple formats. The one which we are going to use today is the 5th example, which is head interaction, multiple options. So what we'll do is once you know.
This is the one where you tilt your head. It's the iconic Snapchat move, I guess.
Yes. So what we'll do is once you know that you want this particular option, you'll delete the rest. Okay. So can you just hold?
So I need to select
example 1. Just click on like example 1 here.
Okay.
Yeah, just click on this
one.
Yes. Then shift and select example 4. Shift and select example 4. So all of these options. Yes, and then delete.
Great.
Yeah. So now you are left with just one option.
Got it.
Okay. Now, if you So in Lens Studio, in the objects panel, everything works in a hierarchy. Okay. So if suppose you have worked in a like, if you've used a image editing software, you always have like layers. So if you want to make a collage, you would cut a layer, place it, and then you would have like a background, and then different layers basically. So that is how it works in a hierarchy. If you just expand this arrow right here, just click on the arrow right here, this arrow, the top one, the example 5 arrow. Yes.
Okay, got
so you get that complete hierarchy of things, and this hierarchy is basically like in Lens Studio it works opposite. So the topmost object is the behind, like the most farthest object, and the bottommost is the front. So if you were to add a background, that would be topmost. Okay.
Because that's the first thing you'll end up doing, and then you will come layer wise, it will come.
Yes.
Okay, got
so
it,
think of so think of it like this is the camera, and then you have all of this.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
So that is the hierarchy. Now now that I've opened the hierarchy, now you see that there's this quiz game controller. Like I said, every template has a controller.
Right.
So first thing we'd do is click on the quiz game controller.
Okay.
Okay. And now let's see what
What did I do?
You just clicked on a camera in the scene object.
Okay.
So that happens. So it's okay. We can
but
come
I need
back.
to go back to this.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
got
Quiz game controller. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So
this is where this is the quiz game controller panel. Got it.
yes, it's the inspector panel. So right now here what I see is there are not a lot of customization options because everything seems done. Maybe we could go to the quiz data and change the data itself.
Okay.
Okay. So now I see that in the quiz data there are these different questions which we want to change.
Right.
Okay. So let's type in our own questions. Okay. So what do you think the first question should be?
Let's ask our Snapchatters if they are done with Q-commerce or they are still excited about ordering all kinds of things on Q-commerce from iPhones to PlayStations.
Okay, let's.
So should I type that out?
Yes. So as you type it, you would see the changes happen in the preview panel.
Okay.
So just hit enter.
Ordering. So should I type the whole question out?
Yeah, maybe we'll just type in smaller bits of the question and then.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Ordering iPhones question mark. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Now if I hit enter, you see the question change to ordering iPhone.
Right. Got
Yes. Similarly, what we could do is right now the answers are basically images, but we want it to be text. Okay.
Right.
So how can we change that?
Yeah.
So we have to check the what customizations are available. So at the very top, you see there is something called as question type. Okay. And that's multiple options, which is great.
Correct.
The second type is option type is image.
You need to change it to text.
Text. Let's change it to text.
Oh, so you can. Okay, nice. Oh,
Yes.
It's very simple.
Yes.
It's true. It's easy.
So the first option is done, which is just what I need. Now what we see is it doesn't go to the next line. Okay. So in order to solve this, what we'll do is we'll just open up Notepad, which is open right here, and let's just type it the way we want, like the lines. So maybe you say just what, and then enter. I need maybe. Okay, something like this maybe would work.
Okay.
And let's just copy this. Control C. Control V.
Okay.
So there you have it. So you have it in the format that you like.
Got it. Okay.
Correct? So now let's just add one other option here, which is maybe. Nah,
That's too quick for me.
that's too quick for me. Okay. That's too quick, and then maybe we'll add another line. Quick for me.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this.
So this Lens Studio is only on the desktop, or can you also make it on your phone? Is there a compatible thing for phones also?
Lens Studio is just for laptops, but there's something called as Lens Web Builder, which you can, open. Like you don't need the software. It's more like a online portal where you just go to that particular site and then you start building.
Got it. Nice.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly add in all the rest questions. Okay. And we'll see what happens at the end.
Okay, so we are now putting all the questions and answers into the fields here, and it's as easy as picking it up from a notepad and copying and pasting.
Yeah. So options, just expand the options.
Okay.
Yeah, and there you have it.
Okay. We add more questions?
Yes. So let's just add in like 5 questions.
Okay.
Okay. So where you see group 0, group 1, right? So those are your questions.
Okay.
Okay. Then where you see option values below that are your answers.
Okay.
Like basically your options, not your answers.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we've done group 0 and group 1. So by default, everything in Lens Studio like happens with like 0, like like the first thing is 0 and then like 1. Yeah. So okay, group 1 is done. Then we'll move on to the group 2. Just scroll. So I think in a span of like maybe 15 to 20 minutes, I think we've added like 4 questions.
Yes.
Yes. And our quiz is almost ready. Like let's just.
So group 2. So we have 2 more questions to add. How do we do that?
So there is this add value. Okay. So we would add value. Okay. And now you've extended a new, like you've added a new question. Okay. Then we'll add in our question in the input. Now the options, you need 2 values, 2 answers, right? So 2 values, and now you add the options. I'll just do Control C for you.
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Control C, Control V.
Superb.
Okay, Control C, Control V.
Sure.
Yeah, paste. Cool. Okay. So one other feature which Lens Studio has is testing on different phones. So right here you see there's iPhone 14.
Okay.
So you can test it for like say iPhone 5s, which has a smaller screen.
Okay.
Or you could test it for any Android like Galaxy S9 and so on.
Okay.
So this helps us to test the different screen sizes and create our lens accordingly.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very developer friendly tool.
Okay. So now we are done with all the questions.
We're done with this.
Okay.
Let's just check it once. Okay. So one way to check it is of course the the preview panel, because this is a head tilt. Okay, where you tilt and you answer. You also have something called as touch in this particular template. So if I was just to click on this, it would move on to the next question. Okay. Now it's just about refining the looks of things. Okay. So now that we have all the 4 questions.
Okay. So I think we just need some formatting.
Yes, formatting. We would have to just do the formatting like we did in the start, where we
so will shift enter work within this?
Usually, like if you were to just add a text object in Lens Studio, you can do all the kinds of formatting that you require. For this particular template, however, it's such that we would have to use the notepad. Okay. So every template is different, and which is why it works a little differently. But yeah, so you can definitely do that. You see the formatting is done. Of course, we would have to refine it further, but we can just complete the whole entire lens and then
Sounds good.
yeah.
Sounds good.
So now we have the 4 questions. We need something in the end, which is like after the users have answered these questions, they should be like directed to afaqs, right?
A call to action.
Yes, like a call to action. So what we would do there is, here you can see there are these green droplets. We can just change that by relinking the object into a different image. Okay. So how do you relink it? Basically, you have to just locate it in your textures section. Textures are nothing but images. Okay. So we need to just locate it in our resources, which is our pantry. Okay. So you have the red dot and you have the green one here. And I would just right click on this. okay, and relink to new source. Okay. So if I relink, let me just add like the afaqs logo.
Yeah.
Similar, we'll change this also, relink to the afaqs logo.
Okay.
Now when I answer all the questions,
So you will have afaqs bubbles
yes,
floating up.
you see there are
Oh,
afaqs.
that's nice. Yay.
And you didn't have to do a thing, like you just needed to like relink it
Right.
to an image.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything is done.
Okay.
Okay, now let's add like one text.
Yeah,
You know,
so people can come to our website to read about this whole interaction
Yes.
of mine with you.
yeah. So what we'll do is there's something called as quiz results.
Okay.
Okay, let's just expand this.
Okay.
Okay, let's expand it. So it says collection results and score results, and
Okay.
so let's just expand this as well. We need to explore the template, right?
Right.
So now that I'm seeing, these are just VFX. VFX is nothing but the particles that you saw in the end.
Correct.
Okay, so we've already handled that, so we don't have to do anything. Let's just collapse it. Now I see there is something called a screen result. Okay, screen result has this play again button. So now I know that whenever the button is coming, we need the particular text.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I will just click on the screen result object.
Okay.
Okay, and add a new object. Okay, from the plus icon.
Sorry.
Just click on screen result, and then we'll add the object from the add new objects button to the top left. Here we'll write text. Now let's just write the text that we require, like maybe visit afaqs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the screen text back.
Okay.
Just click on the box.
Okay.
Okay, now start typing.
Okay. We are actually typing here.
Yes.
Okay. Visit afaqs afaqs to.
Here you can do all the formatting you want, so you can go to the next line as well.
I can go to the next line.
Yes.
To find out more. I can write a little more, right? About
Yes.
making.
Okay, so moving back to our template,
Yes.
we've added the new CTA. Let's just see if it, shows up in the end. Okay, so you see there's this visit afaqs and find out
Right.
more. We can scale this, so if you just hold the corners, you can scale it down. Okay, maybe let's also decrease the font size. So it says 48. Let's just decrease the font size to maybe say 20, yeah, 30. Yeah, 30 is fine. Maybe let's also change the formatting. So I think the lenses is done, but let's add one other cool thing, which is changing the background.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so maybe you are at AFAX headquarters.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So what we'll do is we'll just go to our, there's this asset library. Okay, asset library is for somebody who doesn't know to create 3D objects or textures. Where do they get the assets from? Maybe for now, let's just see how we can add a background. So I'll type in background.
Okay.
So you see there's this image background, and I've already installed it, but otherwise you would get this install button.
Okay.
Okay, so I've installed it. I'll close this. Now just go on the add new objects button, and we'll add something called as a scene object. A scene object. So what a scene object? It's basically an empty object, and now it's ready for us to build on top of. Okay, so I've added an empty object. I need to add the component. So I'll add the component called as BG, background image. So let's just type it in.
Oh, you have a type. Okay.
Yeah,
BG.
background.
Oh, background.
Yeah, so background image, I'll just select that. And you see there's this gray image. You just need to select the image that you want now.
Okay.
So we will go to the texture input, go to the plus icon right here, and then import file. And let's add this BG.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
And hit open.
Okay.
So now you see that you have a background.
Oh, nice. We have a newsroom.
Yes, we have a newsroom. It can also be something else, right now, because those assets we have, we're just using those. So yeah, your lens is done. we'll publish this.
Okay.
You can always, once a lens is published, you can always go back to it and change things and re-upload it. So okay, now that we've made the lens, okay, so there are two things you need to do as a new form developer, which is test it. Okay, you need to test it on your phone. So what we'll do is we'll just go to preview on device, which is the button on the top. Yeah, right. You just scan it with Snapchat.
Okay.
Okay, and pair it. So it gets paired.
So I can do this on my phone right now.
Yes, you can do that.
So cool.
So once you scan the snap code, you'll get a notification. Okay, it will ask you whether you want to pair it. You then pair your device, and once you've paired it, this particular button changes to sending lens. Okay. So let's just go ahead and pair it. Yeah. So once you've paired it, you can send it to Snapchat. Okay, it will show you sending lens, and then you'll get the Snapchat notification. So now here you can just turn your camera. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you see yourself. You can answer the questions that you want.
Are
Okay.
you a sucker for? No. Okay. Geo Cinema. Sure. My preferred brand interaction. I love both, but today I'm.
Okay. And then you have your CTA and whether you want to play it again.
Nice. So we've now made the lens. What do we do now?
You've made the lens, you've tested the lens,
Yeah.
and now you just need to publish it to Snapchat.
And then everybody now sees the lens. It's there
Yes.
for everybody to try.
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
Let's
Just
do this.
let's just write the name of your lens. Okay?
Yes, it's the afaqs lens.
Okay, afaqs lens.
The
afaqs lens. Okay.
with an exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark.
Yes.
Okay. afaqs lens. Okay. How about you add an icon? You know when you see the lenses on Snapchat, you have
Yes,
these icons.
yeah.
How about we add an afaqs logo in the
Yes,
icon?
that would be great.
Okay. So just click on this icon right here which says quiz.
Okay.
Okay, and choose the afaqs logo and hit open
Okay.
and apply.
Fabulous.
Yes, and apply again, and that's done.
Okay.
So your name is sorted, your icon is sorted. Now let's just go to publish lens.
And we can of course make those changes later on. The formatting text can be done
Yes, you can
later
always
on.
update it. Now also when you're publishing, right, you have the option to keep it hidden or
Okay.
keep it public. What
Okay.
hidden does is it gives you a link and a snap code which you can share with your friends, okay, and it won't be public to others. Only the people with the link would be able to use it.
Okay.
Or you could keep it public and make the changes later. So
Okay.
yeah, that can happen. So it asks us whether we want to build it on, put it on this particular account,
Sure.
and we'll just say submit with this account. You need to just type in an organization. Maybe let's just type in afaqs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's make a lens folder. My first lens maybe.
Yeah, my first lens.
Create folder.
Yep.
And now you just choose this particular folder and hit submit. Okay. Okay, now there are just few steps. These steps are basically for discovering your lens on Snapchat. Okay. So like how you add tags for discoverability, you would do that. So the primary category for this one, maybe it's quiz. So maybe somewhere here in the play.
Let's just say, can we say puzzle?
Puzzle, yes, puzzle. Secondary category, this is not important. You can, this is again for just discoverability.
Okay.
Maybe because there's a background, so we would maybe add
Is there like something like news?
backgrounds.
Okay.
Backgrounds, yeah. Then let's just add tags. The tags would be maybe afaqs. I don't think, exclamation is fine. afaqs,
Brands.
brands.
Advertising.
advertising.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, so we can add up to 8 tags. So 3 tags are fine.
Okay.
Then you have something called as scan triggers. Scan triggers is nothing but, whenever you open your Snapchat app, if you just scan, like suppose if you made the lens for a dog, which you can do in Lens Studio.
Okay.
So whenever you scan a dog, you would get the number of lenses, which are made for the dogs and so on. So maybe here we would write say person. Yeah. So that's that. And then you just hit publish to Snapchat. Again, you can add a lens preview. Like I said, you were testing it on your phone, right? Locally.
Yes.
You would record your video and then add it as a preview. So whenever users are looking at the list of lenses, they could see your preview and decide whether they want to, interact with it. And yeah, you can just publish lens. Like I said, you can choose whether you want it public or hidden or offline.
And these can be changed later on.
You can change it later on, yes.
Got it.
And publish to Snapchat. Okay. So
Fabulous.
congratulations, your lens has been submitted. Yay! Okay.
Thank you for teaching me how to do this.
Yes. Now you would once it's live, you would just have a link. You can share it with your friends.
Okay.
And also, when you go on Snapchat, you can just write the name of your lens, which is afaqs, and then you can see it. Yeah. Yes.
This is so cool. It truly is as easy as Persika promised it would be. And I hope people try this out and answer questions about brands and advertising on Snapchat. You can make your own lenses in such a short span of time. I thoroughly enjoyed this experience with Persika. It's not something very usual for a journalist to do, so I have enjoyed my time here making a lens. It's the afaqs lens on Snapchat, so those who are watching, please go find the Snapchat lens of afaqs, answer these questions and have fun with it. Tell us how you feel, and thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.